we have something to discuss. Welcome to Honest Hockey, where two guys talk about all things hockey. Honestly, I'm Tom, and he's Tom. And thanks for joining us.
Boy, you guys just missed a nice thunderstorm. I'm a little wet. As you can't tell. We got some serious business to talk about today.
Yeah.
Serious franchise malpractice.
Wow.
This should be litigation taken against a franchise in the National Hockey League. That's not hyperbole.
The Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers.
We need to talk about them.
Edmonton.
What is going on?
Let's chat, baby.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna be a fireside chat, Edmonton.
Yes.
You guys might get in trouble a little bit, but let's for anyone who doesn't know, let's just set the scene for what happened.
Oilers,
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Yes.
Circa 2021. Playing the Winnipeg Jets from Manitoba.
Yeah.
Things go all right. They lose game one.
They were the favorites.
They were the favorites. They were the higher seed.
Going in.
Not according to
Watch your
me.
video.
I told you guys Winnipeg was going to win. Spoiler alert if you guys don't know what happened. Winnipeg won game one.
Okay, that's fine.
Fine.
Right?
A lot of teams lose game one.
And they come back, win 4 straight, or maybe it gets tied.
You know, or
and
it goes
then it goes
7.
6. And then 7. And then this new thing we got, 8.
Yeah.
And then 9.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Winnipeg won game 2.
That's okay.
Again, as Ranger fans, we've seen our team go down 0-2.
Hurricanes right now, they were tied before. Now they're not. They have the lead.
Yep.
Right, but it happens.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But then 3.
Right? And then it's like, oh man, they're going to need a reverse sweep.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
It's never been done.
We've never seen a reverse sweep before.
Actually, it has been done.
Yeah, it has. It didn't come back to bite.
We're watching the Islanders game. That's why I keep on looking at it.
Islanders Penguins right there. There's a little fracas going on right now.
Maybe that's our next video. Who knows?
If Penguins lose this series, which they're looking like they are, down 5-3 in Game 6. Jeff Carter was getting into with Ryan Pulock. All right, anyway.
Good acquisition, by the way.
Hey, seriously, we were totally wrong about that. Anyway, 3-0.
Right? And you're like, how can things get worse?
Okay.
I can tell you.
Let me set the scene for Game 4, because we watched Game 4, like a lot of it, right? Oilers score. Winnipeg scores. Oilers score. Winnipeg scores. Oilers are leading, right? Oilers may have had a defensive lapse with a turnover that led to Winnipeg scoring the game-tying goal. 3-3, Mark Scheifele scores the game. And then they go into the first overtime.
You know, wow. What a game to watch, though.
Yeah, first overtime, nothing happens.
Come on.
Second overtime, nothing happens.
Come on.
Third overtime, we're pushing like
our first third of the season.
And we're pushing at almost 2 a.m. Eastern time?
Yeah, it was around 2:30.
Right? Yeah.
I had to go to sleep.
Yeah. I stayed up I was falling asleep. But thankfully, Winnipeg won. And I was live tweeting the Oilers because I was so angry with how they treated this game that Ethan Bear was the one who made the turnover to let them tie the game. Right? Ethan Bear didn't see a minute on ice between that turnover and the end of the third overtime.
Yeah.
The Oilers had like 4 guys who played like under 10 minutes of ice time. It's even one, Alex Chason, who scored a goal in the game.
Nurse played like, what, 60-something?
Nurse played like an hour and a half. Dude was dead. So you know what? This was my whole logic. Edmonton, you had... Ethan Bear is, I would say, like their 3rd best defenseman on the team. He only played 13 minutes on ice. Don't you think his legs were a ton fresher than the people who played 40, 50 minutes on ice? Get him on the ice. Let him do things with fresh legs. You win the game, and you don't know anything can happen. But instead, the idiot Dave Tippett was so stuck in his ways that he had to bench the player who committed the turn. That's fine. Bench him for the rest of the third period if you have to. You're benching him for 3 more periods.
Yeah.
Edmonton lost the series in 5, but they got swept. Because they played extra 3 periods of hockey.
Now, this is more than just
a
series. This is more than just a period.
Yes.
This is a franchise. The franchise has to change.
It's gotten bad. You want to know how bad it's gotten? Stephen A. Smith, who... I don't know if you saw... I didn't send you the video.
Got it.
He admittedly starts off the video by saying, I don't know anything about hockey. The only thing I know is that the puck is black.
Yes, I've watched this.
Then goes and gets on the Oilers for having McDavid and Draisaitl and getting swept.
So this is an issue because over year after year after year, the Oilers get high picks.
High picks.
Right? Now recently, no, obviously.
No, but I mean, they had Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Taylor Hall, Nail Yakupov, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl,
like
Jesse Puljujarvi.
All top prospects.
Yes.
And somehow
they stink.
They don't do anything. Last 10 years, 8 out of the 10 not even make the playoffs. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
15, 11 times they missed it.
Oh, I was like, are you just throwing numbers? 15 and 11! It was 26!
No, but
in the last 15 years, 11 times they've missed it.
And then when they get in, they lose the first round.
Swept. They're the higher seed.
They won one series. I think it was against the Sharks. And then they lost the next series. Okay, naturally that happens.
I remember that year, yeah.
It's not that it can't happen to a team. But, man, year after year after year, it is just nothing.
It's like...
When is it enough? When does Connor McDavid say
enough is
it's enough is enough, trade me? I know he says he's committed.
Can you talk to our audience? Continue your spiel, because there's something I want to look up to bring towards.
He claims he's committed, right?
Right, committed.
He says he's committed to the team. He wants to see the team succeed, right? But you can't tell me, as the Wayne Gretzky of this era is sitting there not thinking that he can go through a whole career and not win a cup.
Yeah.
That would be like the worst thing to happen for us, for being Rangers fans. That Hank may never have a cup.
Yes.
But like Connor McDavid without a cup.
Yeah.
Yes, of course he's gonna say that for the PR and everything like that. But like, you gotta have to be sitting there saying, hey, it's time for a trade.
Why can I not find this tweet that I'm looking for? You're doing a great job, by the way.
But
okay, I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So, on TSN 1200 in Ottawa, they're talking about how the Oilers brass are going to have the Scotty Bowman, Steve Eisman talk with McDavid, sacrificing some of his offense to play a more complete 200-foot game. When your answer to your franchise is, hey, Connor, stop scoring, you deserve to be fired and moved out of Edmonton, putting you in Saskatoon, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Your Wayne Gretzky needs to change?
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky, can you score a little less?
That needs to change?
Yeah.
Like, out of everything, he needs to change. Yeah. One player should not decide if a team wins a cup, wins a series. Right. It doesn't work that way.
You know what does? Having
a team.
Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl as your building blocks. Fantastic. Having Darnell Nurse on defense. Fantastic. Not having people who I think combined for a total of like 8 points on the rest of the team. Having Alex Chason.
It took 3 games for Connor McDavid to get a point.
Yeah.
1. Let's not talk about... I'm not here to bash Connor McDavid, but like, that's kind of ridiculous too.
Right.
But still, like, he needs help. Yeah. You can't rely on 1 and 2 people.
Yeah. Back to the phone again.
I'm
going to give you some point totals for some of these Edmonton players here for the whole season.
The kid made 105 points.
In 50-something games.
Like, that needs to, like, obviously, like, it's just, I don't know. It just... it's a frustrating
So, McDavid had 105 points. Draisaitl had 84. Barry had 48. Nurse, 36. Nugent-Hopkins, 35. And then all of their players after that. Puljujarvi, 25. Yamamoto, 21. Chason, 16. Cahoon, 15. Archibald, 13. Kyra, 11. Adam Larson, 10. Adam Larson, who they traded straight up for Taylor Hall.
But look,
10. James Neal, 10. Tyler Ennis, 9. Chris Russell, 9. Shore, 9. Ethan Bear, 8. Evan Bouchard, 5. Zach Cassian, 5. Kyle Turris, 5. Caleb Jones, 4. Dmitry Kulakov, 4. G. Haas, 3. Lagesson, 2. These guys stink.
Look at the drop-off from Tyson Barrie to Nurse, which is a defenseman.
A defenseman to a defenseman.
Look at the drop.
Yeah.
It just goes straight to 30.
Yeah.
Like that's
and then after Nugent-Hopkins, who admittedly probably didn't have a good year, and there's no one. It's literally no one. It's literally people who just like couldn't crack an NHL roster. These guys are playing on like the second line.
Now this could be a scary thing to think here. Did they mess up with the size of Connor McDavid's contract.
No, because he was going to get that contract anyway.
Yes, he can. Yes, I get that.
The problem here lies in their cap management situation here. Because you'll have, you have Connor McDavid
but
making...
who do you sign?
You have Connor McDavid making, what, 13? What's he making? 12, 11?
But, if the size of his contract, how are you going to sit there and somehow...
Well...
What's that?
That has a Blink Fitness head. So, McDavid makes 12.5. Draisaitl makes 8.5. You're paying Zach Kassian 3.2. You could find a much better player for 3.2 million than Zach Kassian. You're paying Alex Chase on 2.1.
What's the third
Look at what the Rangers
paid?
did with Alex Chase on Colin Blackwell.
Yeah.
Guy was making league minimum. Guy was amazing next to Panarin. Who's their third highest?
Who's their third highest?
Nugent Hopkins.
At what?
6 mil. He's a free agent after this year.
Okay, well that was an old sign. That's an old sign. So
James Neal makes $5.75 million until 2024.
But the thing is that when you're looking at James Neal and what he did for Vegas,
Vegas ain't Edmonton.
But what I'm saying is that obviously they probably kind of got a little fleeced on that one.
Yes.
Something needs to change.
Is it a problem that yes, you're paying your two highest paid players a combined
almost 21
million? Yes. And then you have Darnell Nurse making 5.6. You have Adam Larson making 4.1 a year. You have Chris Russell making 4. I just found 16 million in cap space that could be better off getting fantastic depth pieces than look at the depth pieces that Florida has, Tampa has, any of these teams doing well. Carolina has. You can't tell me the Edmonton hasn't been able to luck their way in to just these quality players who can play the game of hockey and support the best player that we've seen since Gretzky.
And one thing too, if you think about it, is that they're a Canadian team.
Yeah.
They're
Canadian.
They're Canadian.
they're from Canada.
That's. I mean, the most better way to explain it is that they are Canadian. They're a Canadian team. There's a huge market for them. People should want to play.
They're Gretzky's team. How often does a team get Gretzky and the second coming of Gretzky?
I don't know. Do we finally find out that McDavid gets moved, and the team he finally gets moved to has to split the salary for to do it? And then to win a cup.
Yep.
Is he gonna be that one?
Yep.
Because listen, you have to sit there. I don't care if you're a Connor McDavid or whatever. You have to sit there and be like, I need to win a cup.
Yeah.
I don't care. He could say all his things and say, "Oh no, I'm not. I
love the city. Blah blah blah." Yeah, it's gonna get real old once you hit 27, 28.
I would say
won a cup.
If they don't make it next year, he starts thinking.
Yeah.
Big time. He's thinking now. Don't you got to be nuts if you don't think he's thinking. And his agent is thinking too.
When does his contract go through? His contract ends. He's a free agent 26-27. We are in. I don't have a watch on, but I appear we are in 2021.
He'll start thinking next year.
Yeah, I don't.
If they don't make it next year again, or if they make it and they lose, he'll start thinking.
Yeah.
Because then what? Then you're at 5 years left, 4 years.
And he basically at that point is going to be Ovi, but a better player than Ovi is.
Yeah. And then he's just gonna wait and wait and wait and wait. No. I don't know who owns the Oilers or whatever. They need to strip it down. Strip it down. Send a letter out.
Send a letter out. Then fire the GM and the president
after a year. Well, the other one was there for a while, right?
Yes.
But some big change has to happen. I don't care who you are. McDavid's thinking about leaving. He has to.
Connor?
Can you agree to that?
Connor, call us. We'll give you some financial advice and tell you to force a trade out of Edmonton.
Yeah. You have to... You think that, right?
It's just mind-blowing that a team who has two of the top players in the league can't win a game in the first round of the series. Have missed the play... 11 of 15 years.
And nonetheless, the Jets...
Winnipeg.
They were sucking. Coming into the playoffs.
I would just like to be known. I fought hard for Winnipeg. I believe in Winnipeg. I knew they were going to sweep this series.
But
not to pat myself on the back, but I'm patting myself on the back.
I think they lost 7 games in a row.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to sit there if you're sitting there in the Oilers, we got this.
We got this. We are a higher seed. We got Connor McDavid. We got Leo Draisaitl. We can do this.
Yeah.
No. Instead, you're going to whimper out in a triple overtime game getting swept because you left players with fresh legs on the bench.
Yeah.
Literally, you and I could have had fresh legs and had a chance to score on a team that was playing in a triple overtime game.
Yeah.
Zoom right past them.
Those people with those legs, their legs are probably in flames.
Yeah. Especially Darnell Nurse, who played like a bunch of minutes in Game 3, a bunch of minutes in Game 4. By the way, shout out Darnell Nurse because he just had a baby today. Or yesterday. Today or yesterday. Shout out Darnell Nurse. Congratulations.
Wow.
Also saw a trade proposal on Twitter. I think it's a very fair trade proposal. I'll leave you with this. Connor McDavid to the New York Rangers in return for Brett Howden and Libor Hayek.
I was gonna say that. Send Blackwell.
Yeah, and you don't become Blackwell for it. Those are 3 players who
a 4th round pick too.
They haven't gotten swept in the first round to Winnipeg. Maybe they could have done something with those 3 players. I'll pick you up at the airport, Connor.
We'll go pick them up.
We'll go pick them up. Yeah, in the Honest Hockey Mobile.
Yeah. Or you can let us borrow your car. We'll drive you.
Yes, especially if it's a Tesla.
Yeah.
Anything else you got?
No, that's
There's been a lot of playoff failures so far this playoffs. Yeah. Maybe our next video we'll have to talk about the fact that I saw this tweet that was the Capitals get a reverse retro jersey and they instantly go back to the 09 through 2017 playoff Capitals. So, failure there. They looked horrible in that series against Boston. The game we have on our peripheral vision, is it time for Sidney Crosby to hang up the skates? Force a trade? Both of them force... Connor McDavid to Pittsburgh, Sidney Crosby to Edmonton. Player for player swap.
Oh, I was going to say bring us Crosby too to the Rangers.
No, we don't want that.
No.
I think it's just we do an even swap right there.
The Canadian would go to Canada and
the Canadian... No, Connor's Canadian.
Is he? Oh, man, whatever.
The other Canadian goes to America. So we switch a Canadian to American and a Canadian to Canada.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. On that note, we digress. Thanks for watching this episode of Honest Hockey.
I'm Tom.
Oh. Be sure to give us a like if you enjoyed it. If you're an Edmonton fan and you didn't enjoy it, I apologize. Please give us a like.
Maybe manifest a letter.
Manifest. Write the letter yourself. Write the letter in the comment section.
Yeah.
Best one will be sent to Edmonton. I'll sign it. Don't forget to
cross-check
the subscribe button.
He's Tom. And I'm Tom.
Thanks for joining us.
See ya. You know who will never have problems with the playoffs?
Columbus. Because they won't make it.
They won't, but they might.
But Connor McDavid could be traded to Columbus.
It's the jerseys, actually.
No. Connor McDavid could be traded to Columbus, and then the minute he lands, he's going to force a trade from Columbus.
Perfect.